Hey guys, so for today's video, I have a testing out $1 makeup video. I'm really excited. To be honest, there were some products in here that I had high hopes for, and then there were some products that I was testing out that I was super skeptical of, but you guys are just gonna have to wait and see and watch the video to see if I loved these products, which ones I liked, which ones I didn't like. Maybe I liked them all, maybe I didn't like them all. You guys are just gonna have to watch the video and see. So if you are interested in seeing me test out a bunch of $1 makeup and also create this look while I'm testing them out, then keep on watching. So let's jump right into things. I'm really excited to try this $1 foundation. I feel like this is probably the one product I'm really excited for because I don't know, I feel like it's really hard to make a good or even just like, you know, a good decent kind of basic everyday foundation for $1. Like that's insane to me. So this is the Santee Aqua Stylish Silky Milk Foundation. It sounds kind of interesting. This has an SPF of 20 and it just says that it's an oil-free foundation. So I'm also gonna be trying out the sponge that I got from Shop Miss A. So this foundation, I have it in the shade 5, which I think is gonna be a pretty good match. I do self-tan, so I'm matching my face to my body right now. I know my face is pretty pale, but we're just gonna ignore that. I can tell you right now off the texture, it's very thick, almost waxy cream. Let's test out. I don't like this sponge. Do you guys like die at how I literally can tell if I don't like a sponge within like, give me like half of a second. I don't like it. It just sucked up all the product and it's like heavy and hard bouncing off my face. So I want to be able to give the foundation a fair shot. So I'm going to use my trusty beauty blender because I know I love this sponge already. The foundation is a bit like thick and sticky and tacky. Like that's the kind of texture of it. But it's actually not like that bad. Like I'm not going to lie to you guys, I wasn't expecting much out of it. Like not because it's $1. Because I totally, like for the other products, I have high hopes for them. I think they're going to be bomb. But, you know, like a $1 foundation, I was like, I'm a little skeptical. Because, I mean, foundation's hard even when it's like $30. So definitely like, you know, a little bit hard to blend if you let the product sit there. So you see how I had this side of my face just sitting there? So what I would just suggest doing is put the product in your beauty blender first and then work from there instead of placing it on your face. I'm not crazy about how like thick and waxy it is, but when it's on the face, it does feel a tad bit heavy, but nothing like crazy. It's not bad at all. And what maybe you can even do is take this foundation, mix it with your moisturizer and make a tinted moisturizer. I feel like this is definitely a good option. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of a close-up. It's not emphasizing any dry patches either. I'm really happy with it actually. So now that I have some concealer on, I'm gonna go ahead and cream bronze and kind of cream contour. This is the Amuse Deep Concealer Palette, multi-shade concealer palette. So here's how it looks. I'm really excited for these because I've been loving cream bronzing lately and these look like some really nice shades. The one that screams at me the most is this one right here. You guys know me, I love a good like caramel warm bronze. So also I forgot to mention that I have a bunch of brushes from AOA from Shop Miss A. This is their 20-piece brush set or something like that. So I'm going to be using them periodically throughout the video as well to tell you guys how I like them. This is the F14. So I'm just going to take some on my brush. That's kind of like how I like to do it. Just take it directly on the brush. I'm only going to take a little bit at first because I mean, it's easier to blend out if you take smaller amounts. I'm gonna use this little $1 kind of handheld mirror too that I think is so cute. Okay, so I'm gonna definitely need to take more. That's okay, I just didn't know if it was like super pigmented or not. So this brush is actually not that bad. I just wish it was a little bigger. This is good for contouring, I would say, but I'm kind of just bronzing, so I just wish it was a little bigger. So it's not really that good at blending out since it's not too dense, but I would say that this like seems super soft and really great for powder. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to this e.l.f. brush. I really love it for cream contouring, or cream bronzing, whatever. This is actually a really nice formula. Like it's blending really nicely. It's not too dry feeling, and it actually has pretty good coverage. It's not too full coverage so that it doesn't look too cakey, but it also, you know, you don't have to build it too much. It kind of has like that medium coverage. I'm really happy so far with how the faces come out. I'm also going to try out this Malibu Glitz powder bronzer. I have such high hopes for this because it looks so nice. Then I'm just going to stipple it on. really nice. Super warm, but I'm cool with that. Bronzer can go from like 0 to 100 real quick. So when it comes to bronzers, I prefer them to be, you know, more light medium coverage, because that way I can like, you know, work them up instead of just it being like, bam, like here I am, and then it's hard to blend out. So I really want to try out this kind of blush duo. This is the Amuse Rosy Blush Duo, and I believe this is in number 4. So I think I'm going to try out this really pretty kind of peachy pink shade right here. I'm also going to be trying it out with this brush. This is the F12. Personally, this is a bit big for blush for me, but I'm just going to turn it on its side and get this like oval thing. These brushes are really soft, by the way, so we're going to see how this applies. Super pigmented, so I'm going to definitely dust some off, because you guys know me, I don't like a lot of blush. Dust that off, girl. Damn, it's really pigmented. So I'm just going to take a little bit. This brush is nice. I'm kind of picky with, actually it's a nice size if you like turn it on its side like this instead of like using it like that, because that would be like so big. So I don't have a $1 highlighter to try out, so I'm just going to use this super affordable Wet n Wild one. This is the Hollywood Boulevard, but I believe they changed the name now, but it still kind of looks like this. I'm doing this step still because I want to show you guys how this brush is. This is the F13, so I'm going to see how I like this for highlighter. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that and dust that on. That's really nice. So it applied it nicely. It's a bit dense for my preference when it comes to highlighter, but like it still applied it really nice. And I'm just gonna dust some right above the brow. I will link this highlighter below. I'll find it for you guys on Amazon or something like that, because it's really nice and it's actually really affordable. Also forgot to mention the 20-piece brush set with all of these brushes is $10, not $1, because it's a 20-piece. $10 for a 20-piece set. You're paying what, like 50 cents per brush, which is less than $1. That's crazy. That's really good. So now that I just went ahead and filled in my brows, I'm gonna go ahead and try out this Clean Color Framus Brows Tinted Brow Mascara. This doesn't have a shade name on it, but I believe this is the brown/black, I think. And when I first tried this out in the haul, I actually really liked it. You also have to kind of like take off the excess product. Yeah, I remember it being super pigmented. Like it's very pigmented. I think because a lot comes out initially too. I also find the wand is a bit big, because I don't know, you guys probably can't see like from this distance, but it kind of went outside my outline a little bit. So, oh my god, you guys, I made a mess out of the front of my brow. So if you do end up getting that Clean Color brow gel, I would just be super careful, because it's like the wand is really big and then a lot comes out on the brush. So my brows look crazy. I don't even know how to fix that. So I already went ahead and primed my eyelids, but now I'm gonna set it. So we're gonna use this LA Colors matte eyeshadow quad. This looks really cool. This is in the shade 481, I think it says back here. So I'm gonna take this shade right here with the AOA E121 brush, and I'm just going to set, oh, that's super pigmented. I'm just going to set that eyelid primer. This is a really pretty, like, I would say neutral, slightly cool. Like it looks like it has a bit of a pink undertone transition shade, and I'm just going to dust that. I don't really know what I'm doing for today's look, but I'm just gonna do something, you know, like whatever. It's more just about trying out the shadows. So this blends out pretty nicely. And it is pigmented regardless of what you're seeing. Like the way I apply eyeshadow is I don't like to apply too much at first. So it might seem like it's not pigmented, but it's just because I'm taking a very small amount. And for a very small amount, this is actually blending really nicely and applying really nicely. So I am gonna go ahead and take this single eyeshadow. This is by Amuse, and this is their Smoky Eyes single shadow. And this one is in the shade Hot Stars, and it's such a beautiful like Morocco shade. It reminds me a lot of Morocco from ABH, and it's super pigmented. So I'm just gonna take some of that and kind of define the outer area here. Like look how pigmented that is, and I barely took any. I'm just gonna apply this to the outer crease, and then you can slightly bring some of it in, but I'm gonna keep most of it on the edge. Look how pretty that blends out. Like this is really nice. Like this is up to like Makeup Geek quality. I don't know if you guys can see how nicely this is like just blending out, and it's super easy to blend as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the E113 brush, and then I'm just gonna take this really pretty kind of matte pinky shade and just pop that all over the lid. So I actually want to take some of that bronzer that I used earlier and pop that right into the crease as well. Just to kind of give this look. I don't know, I feel like it just kind of needs a little something extra. So for underneath the eye, I'm just going to smoke it out a bit and start off with that transition shade. And I'm just going to keep the other two shades right on the edge here and not really bring them up in too much. So I'm going to go ahead and pop on some winged liner and also some mascara, and then I'm going to come back to test out some lashes for you guys because they have these really cool $1 lashes. So I decided to use the 43 lashes by Cara, and I also have this AOA Studio eyelash applicator to try out. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm a little bit skeptical about this because I'm very picky when it comes to eyelash applicators. Like, I only like to use my Anastasia tweezers or just really any tweezers. I didn't like the Tarte eyelash applicator, so I don't know if I'm gonna like this one. I guess we'll see, but I will make a note. I thought that when before I opened the package, I thought for sure that this would be like plastic, but it's not. It's actually a really nice, like, hard material. I don't know if you guys heard that, but it just, I don't know, it's nice and like sturdy and stiff and hard. It doesn't feel cheap, so I'm really happy with that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pop these on, and let's see how this applicator works. So I'm finding it hard because these lashes are so long to get like really close to the root so I can get control. Okay, so that was easier. Yeah, I need to switch to my tweezers, and the only reason why I'm switching to them so fast is because once this lash glue dries, I won't be able to apply these lashes where I want them to, so I had to just give up that dream of that applicator real quick. I would say if you guys are used to working with applicators like this one seems like a really good one. But because I'm not used to it, it's like I'm gonna have to try it out a couple more times to really see, you know what I mean, if I would use it again. But these lashes are really pretty. So I am gonna go ahead and try out this F16 brush. It's kind of just like a really skinny brush. I like to use brushes like this for inner corner highlights. So I'm just gonna take this really pretty gold and apply that right in here. Same highlighter I used on the cheeks. So finally moving on to lipstick. I'm so excited to try these liquid lipsticks. I picked up a lot of liquid lipsticks that were $1 from Shop Miss A. So this is the Clean Color Madly Matte Lip Gloss. And I believe a lot of you guys were telling me you actually really loved these. So this one is in the shade, I'm not sure. Oh, yep. 1604. I believe they actually have names, it's just not printed on the bottle, but it will be on the website, I think. I'll leave it down below. So this is nice and pigmented. So this glides on super smooth. And it doesn't dry too fast, which I like. Okay, these are so smooth, they're so pigmented, it just glides on really nicely, not patchy at all. I'm obsessed with this formula so far. I'm really curious to see how it's gonna last throughout the day, so I will test it out, and of course I will update you guys. I always update you guys through my monthly favorites and regrets, so stay tuned for that. So that completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. All in all, I'm really pleased. Like, I pretty much loved everything in this video, except for the eyelash applicator, but that was more just personal preference, and then except for the brow gel. But other than that, I loved a lot of things in this video. I will say the liquid lipstick did not dry completely matte. It's matte, but like it's sticky. That's the only thing, but that's nothing a little bit of translucent powder couldn't fix if you just blotted it on top. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the look that I did. I'm really liking these lashes too, and I think you guys will as well. So, I mean, for $1, you cannot go wrong. Keep in mind, I will link everything in the down bar. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like, thumbs up if you want me to do more videos like this. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.